Друзі, привіт! Вітаю на каналі Verba. And since in the previous video about Ukrainian interjections part 1 you have given me enough likes and voted for me to film the second part of this video, here you go. This is the second video. And if this video will get more than 175 likes, I will film the third part about interjections that imitate sounds of animals in Ukrainian. But I will tell more about it a bit later. So today we will talk about popular Ukrainian exclamations, the same as in previous video, which you can check out here if you haven't seen it before. And let's go! The first interjection for today is фу. We use it when we feel disgust, огида or відраза. When something smells bad or looks awful, irritating and just ew, you know. So then you could say фу, ця риба дуже смердить. Фу. By the way, фу also could be used as a command for dogs in order for them to drop something or to forbid them doing something. Then we also say фу to our dogs. In case if you feel sudden fear or you're frightened by something, or for example when you hear some really bad news, horrifying news, you can use one of these two interjections. Жах або кошмар. These both words actually mean a nightmare. So we describe something so bad that this is kind of a nightmare. Жах або кошмар. For example, скільки шахедів і ракет Росія щодня відправляє в Україну? Просто жах. Or кошмар. Ми не маємо електрики вже другий день. So for Ukrainian situation, that's unfortunately very popular interjections. In the situation when you want to ask somebody to leave or to go away from you, you might use one of these interjections. ГеТь або киш. But be attentive with those because they are pretty colloquial, informal, and very often might sound even a little bit rude. So I wouldn't recommend to use it a lot. But still, in casual communication between close people, between friends, if the intonation is friendly enough, they could be used a lot and they could even sound not insulting, nothing bad. But ГеТь is more neutral one, while киш, it's more, initially it was mostly used for the animals. So for the animals you could say киш, 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 while for people sometimes also we might use those. So let's see a few examples. Що ви тут робите? Геть звідси. Yeah, геть звідси. Get out of here, from here, go away, yeah, leave this place. Or іди геть, я не хочу тебе бачити. Yeah, so this interjection is pretty emotional, yeah, so still be careful with it. Or we could say киш або киш-киш-киш, біжи звідси. Yeah, for example, for a dog, for a cat, very often you could say it. And as you can see, this киш, the same as many other interjections in Ukrainian, we could actually repeat a few times. 2 times or 3 times. It's done for exaggerating this interjection even more, making it even more emotional. The next word that I want to learn today, it's not even interjection officially, but kind of close to it. This is the word that we use when we give something to somebody. And while giving, we would say на або нате. На is informal singular, нате either informal plural or formal singular when you speak on ви with the person. Нате. For example, На, Люба, це тобі. It's like, there you go, here, take it. This is for you. На. Yes, just на. Just remember it as it is. Or нате, попийте води. Like, here you go, drink some water. На, нате. Very much used in daily life, colloquially, casually. I really recommend you to know this one. The next one is the imitation of kissing sound, especially used a lot in text because where else we need to imitate it. And for that we would say цьом, цьом. So на добраніч, любий, цьом. And this is how it's spelled. If you want to claim for silence, for somebody to be quiet, you could use the interjection ts, ts. Normally we actually say it just like this, like ts, but when we spell it, we use letters t, s, t, s, ts, ts. For example, ц, мій син зараз спить. Тихо, так? In case if you get lost in the forest or wherever, or for example, if you are in some place and if you don't know if it's empty and you want to ask, hey, is anybody here? Yeah, then we would say au, au. Even when people get lost, they could kind of almost sing it like au, yeah, in order to these sounds to sound far away and somebody would hear them. For example, au, тут є хто-небудь? Also could be used in horror movies sometimes, in those stupid situations when you should get out of the house but you still stay for some reason and still searching for somebody. Anyway, the next interjection is imitating of knocking sound, like стукання, like this, and we spell it as тук, or тук-тук, or тук-тук-тук. So this is the one that can repeat 2 or 3 times. For example, somewhere in the book you might read тук-тук. Почули ми, коли кур'єр постукав у двері. Right? So this is sound imitation interjection. In case if you are frightened or delighted, so переляк або захоплення, you might use the interjection йой. For example, йой, хто це тут? If you are frightened, yeah, like you are surprised. Or you could say йой, який крутий костюм. Like, oh wow, such a beautiful suit or costume. So when you're actually delighted by it, like, yoy, like surprisingly good or surprisingly scary or something like that. If you want to invite somebody to start doing something or especially going somewhere, then you could use these interjections. It's like 2 forms of the same one. But what is interesting about them is that they have this double stress. So it would be correct to say гайда або гайда, айда або айда. How it can be used in the sentence. For example, ну що, гайда в подорож? So like, so what? Let's go to a trip? Like, let's go гайда в подорож. Or айда в похід. When you are suggesting, for example, to go to hiking, you could say айда в похід. Or even just this interjection alone, like you are sitting with your friends and you need to start going somewhere already. You have rested, you need to keep going. You could say, ну що, гайда? Or гайда. Yeah, like, okay, let's go, let's move. So these interjections are for that. One more interjection which we use for surprise. As you can see, for surprise we actually have a lot. In previous video and in this video we already have a few, yeah? But still, for surprise or for expression of pittiness, when you hear some sad, heartbreaking news and you want to show that you actually feel sorry about it, you could use отакої. Отакої. For example, він виграв у лотерею отакої. This is surprise, yeah, like, oh my god, really such a big news, he won the lottery. Отакої. Or, if it's pittiness, we could say, він купив квіти, а вона не прийшла на побачення. And you would say, отакої. Like, oh my god, oh no, so sorry. Yeah, this is like your way to support a person in this moment, kind of. Отакої. And the last category for today are phrases of politeness, вічливі фрази. Because actually those words that you all know perfectly, like добрий день, добрий вечір, доброго ранку, вибачте, перепрошую, прошу, на все добре, дякую, до побачення, and all of other words like that, actually I consider to be interjections because, yeah, of course they sometimes consist of some other parts of speech like verb or noun or preposition and noun, but still as a ready set expression we put them to the category of interjections. So actually you know a lot of interjections, much more than even you think you do. And that's all for today. I hope this lesson was useful. Please give me a like for this lesson, especially if you want me to film the third part where we will be talking about sounds that we use for imitation of animals, like how Ukrainian dogs bark or cats meow and everything like that. And also maybe some sounds, some interjections that we use to communicate with animals, for example, commands for dogs or something like that. So if you are interested, let me know by giving a thumb up to this video and writing a comment. Also, I'm interested which interjections that you know and I have missed in these two videos. Share them in the comments, will be useful for everyone. And that's it. Thank you for your attention, thank you for your support. Share this video and come to me, to my channel Verba School next time and make sure you are subscribed. See you soon. На все добре.